Hey there, battle buddies and healthy heroes. My name is Susie. I am not a medical professional. I'm just an enthusiastic nerd. This video is going to teach you about target practice on a Pell with a drill I call Step Check Shuffle. Why is this good for the battlefield? You're going to control your accuracy and your range, your distance, and the location accuracy of how you do your strikes. And why is this good for your body? You are going to have stability, control your momentum, and this also can be used for cardio. If you do your step check shuffle with enough distance and choose to loop it, it's another one I use as my LARP high intensity interval training cardio workout routine. Enjoy, have fun. This is a Pell. Well, actually it's a tree, but I made it into a Pell because I put tape on it. A Pell is any solid object that you can make contact with, because that feedback is way more helpful than you realize. When I started using a Pell, it blew my mind about how much it helps to feel contact with something, so I wasn't just swinging my blades around. So I love it. When I'm inside, I normally use a pile of pillows on a chair strapped together with a resistance band. It's ridiculous. But I'm outside today, so I put tape on a tree. The accuracy part of target practice is pretty intuitive. You have your 3 locations, shoulders, hips, and legs, and you just practice your wrap shots, hitting them where they are. Ooh, that was sloppy. Short sword on the leg is always hard. The new drill I would like to teach you in regards to using a Pell is the distance management, which comes with a cool mentality I recently learned. This is the stoplight metaphor. There's the green zone, the yellow zone, and the red zone. The green zone is super far back, probably even off screen. And this is where you assess the battlefield. You are not within striking distance, you're not squared up against anyone. Maybe you're a rogue looking for a target, or you see enemies coming in, you've got to organize your shield wall, you're in the green zone. When you are running from green to yellow zone, you can do regular steps, regular crosses, but once you're in yellow zone, you're in combat stance. Yellow zone is the sweet spot. You are 1 step away from striking and 1 step away from being out of reach. So yellow zone is kind of where you pick a target and square up. And then red zone is the strikes are happening. You are in combat zone. It's best not to jump into the red zone unless you have a plan of what you're doing in there. Most of the combat happens in yellow zone. And the plans for red zone, honestly, the more you practice these drills, they become muscle memory, so it's less intellectual and more just like, you know, a combo, boom, 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 and you do it and get back out. I have a drill for practicing the approach with a Pell to work on your distance and range. And I call it the Step Check Shuffle. I invented it after I watched a Sword Night Bootcamp YouTube video from AmpGuard, so thanks to them. And there's a couple posture considerations I need to tell you first. When you are wanting to engage with someone, you have this stance that I mentioned in the yellow zone. Your weight is centered and your feet are light. You're not on your tiptoes because you'll burn out your calves, and you're not on your heels because you'll fall over. You're a midfoot, maybe ball of your foot, and you are not leaning too far forwards. I used to always have too much weight on my front leg. And you're not leaning too far back, it's centered. So step 1 in my step check shuffle is just getting familiar with that posture and shuffling it back and forth. Like I said in the yellow zone, you're not crossing anymore, you're not running, your legs aren't crossing each other, you're shuffling in your combat stance. And you don't want a lot of bobbing with your head. You want to keep it smooth, in and out. And the step 1 of the step check is checking. You shuffle, and then you stop on a dime, and you check. Is my weight centered? Can I do a little squat? Can I pick up my legs? Am I falling over or out of control of my momentum? No. So this is the step check. Step, check, check. You want to be able to stop on a dime. And either way, too. If you're a Florentine and you want to be ambidextrous, practice with your left leg forward as well. Freeze. Check, check, check. There's good leg readiness there. Second step for the drill. After you feel good about your control of your shuffle, you add the strike on the end. You come in from your yellow zone and you strike. You figure out the range of your blade against your Pell. I am newer with long swords. I love two shorts, but sometimes you gotta use a long to fight big bads. So I'm getting used to how far away I can stop and still land a wrap shot. Or if I'm left leg forwards and short is aggressing, that distance is gonna be different. The Pell helps you realize, even if the tape explodes, the Pell helps you gauge that distance and know where to stop. So first, check your steps. Second, add your strikes. And the third part for developing this drill for yourself is adding the retreat so you can loop it. This is what makes it a cardio drill, my friends. You are in your yellow zone, you come in, you do your strike, and you switch your hips. And then you go back out. Come in, do your strike, switch your hips. Come in, strike, switch. Come in, strike, switch. Come in, strike, switch. And ideally you have a little more space. Dude, however good you're feeling and whatever space you have, go back and forth. It'll be good for your heart and lungs. And the thing about retreating is that you pulling your leg back quickly by moving your hip quickly, it switches your stance and it protects your legs. Footwork. Probably talk about that more later. Oh yeah, and then the last thing you want to do if you're feeling super advanced, super uppity, you can do that whole drill with a greedy combo when you get into strike. Because why not? So you're coming in, 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. I missed my third one. That can get tiring pretty quick, so that'll be good cardio for you. And there it is, the Pell. Target practice, range and distance management. That's how I do it. Have fun.